Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Dylan, and I'm back again with another new comic book review. For today, we're going to talk about Miles Morales, Spider Man, number 10, aka Legacy number 250. We got the big one here, and it starts off with two stories in this one, semi oversized comic book. And the first story we got is Celebration, because guess what? It's Miles Morales' birthday. Second story is the origin of Starling. Almost was gonna say Sterling, and I knew that was wrong. But the origin of Starling, who is a new character who just got her first appearance a couple issues ago, and I really have enjoyed. I've really enjoyed seeing her. She's a cool new character, and I've really enjoyed this whole run so far. These last 10 issues have all been really solid, and the last issue, Miles was he was kidnapped and being tortured by the assessor, and we don't know what else to the extent happened to him, but we started to figure out that he probably has getting his memory messed with by the assessor. But so Miles and his father, since it's his birthday, they go to the store to pick up a cake for him, and they end up having a little heart to heart, talking about how when his father was a kid, him and his brother, aka Uncle Aaron, aka the Prowler, used to go to this little bougie wine store and steal, basically. And their father would get so mad that not because they were stealing, but because they were messing around with little BS and not stealing something that was worth it. So you kind of get the hint that Miles's grandfather was a complete asshole, and kind of probably got Uncle Aaron into stealing and down the wrong path. And thankfully Miles's father wanted to be better than that, so he ended up becoming a shield agent. But they have a great little heart to heart, and I enjoyed it. And they get back home, and who comes by but Peter Parker has wants to say happy birthday, but also says, hey man, I also came by for another reason, because I was in the neighborhood. The Savage Six got me all tied up, and I need some help. And can you help me out and take care of something for me? And the biggest thing is, this issue is that ever since Miles was kidnapped, and now that his father and Uncle Aaron, they got him back, but ever since he was kidnapped and tortured by the assessor, he hasn't gone out and been Spider-Man yet. He has been laying low and just chilling, and trying to heal. And that's a big reason why him and his father have that heart to heart, because he knows that Miles thinks he might be disappointed in him. His father says, no way, son, I understand you gotta heal, man, like a lot's happened to you, and I understand. But Uncle Aaron, he's got a lot going on now because of him asking for that favor. So now he's back in the life owing a favor to somebody on the wrong side of the fence. And basically, we get Miles ends up doing that favor for Peter, goes and checks out this weapons warehouse, and ends up running into the Green Goblin. They start going boom, bow, going at it like crazy, man. And basically, Ultimatum pulls up on him, and he basically already knows Miles from what we see. And he's like, he pulls out wait, hold on, sorry about that. I'll Yeah, he pulls up, basically got his basically just stomped Miles out, and him and Green Goblin bounce because Ultimatum, obviously he's the boss. It's looking like he's the boss, and Green Goblin's working with him, and doing some of his dirty work. But yeah, because he says, remember who the boss is, Norman, and an hour later, he's like, Miles recognized that Ultimatum knew him, and he's wondering how, and he ends up going back home, and who's there but Genki, his mom and dad, ready to say happy birthday and have a cake ready for him. And he's had a rough day, his first day back out being Spider-Man since everything happened to him, and he's happy that he's got a family to come back home to, and that understands him, that understands kind of how he's feeling, and that they're there for him. And man, I loved it. I really liked it, man. Solid and Ahmed has been killing it. Javier Guerin, they're both, I guess, the storytellers on this. David Curell on the colors. I've loved this whole series, the whole time. The Secret Origin of Starling is, okay, it's written by Saladin Ahmed as well, and artist by Annie Wu, colors by Rachel Rosenberg. I enjoyed it too. Art wasn't as good for me on this one as the initial story, but biggest thing, this is a spoiler alert, the ending for the main issue though was Kingpin and Ultimatum. They know each other and they're best friends, and I'm not gonna tell you who Ultimatum is. You gotta buy the issue for that. But Ultimatum and Kingpin are best friends, dude. And Ultimatum is from another reality. He's not even from our reality. That's all I'm gonna say. But the Starling origin, like I said, art wasn't that great, but it wasn't bad. But it just, it's not like this. This is the first story, and then this is the second. Like, there's just no comparison. It's completely different. It's not bad. It's just not my style, and it goes good for the story though, I guess. And Starling, she's got a sad life. She's got a sad life, and she basically, the first thing it says is that she's been learning to live without people her whole life, and it basically shows her relationship with her mother, shows that her deadbeat father, Frankie Toombs, was never around, but it shows that the grandfather, Adrian Toombs, aka the Vulture, who we all know, has been coming around once in a while when he can, giving some money that he says is not dirty, but because the mother says she won't accept dirty money or blood money, and he says, I've never given you any blood money or anything like that, it's always been clean. But she had a rough life. Her father was never there, and then her mother ends up dying, and then all she has is the grandfather, and he won't be around much. He's a wanted criminal, and he basically says, like, look, sorry, I got something for you though, and it basically shows the origin on how she got her costume, which was from the Vulture, which was nice fitting. It worked out really good. I enjoyed it, and I've enjoyed this whole run. I can't wait for the next issue, and I can't wait to see you guys on the next review. I'll see you on the next one. Hope to hear what you guys think about this issue as well, and anything you guys would like. If there's anything you'd want me to review, man, just ask, because I'm always down to read something new. I'm always going to be down to review something that I'm not doing. So if you guys got any suggestions, let me know, man. Hit the like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.